Hey everybody, Ethan here, and you're on my side of the room. Today you're just going to have to imagine I held up a big Temu bag because I filmed all that yesterday when it got here in beautiful 4K, and you can call my phone Starscream because it's failed me for the last time. I committed to filming in 4K this year, starting kind of like the last couple of weeks, thinking it's time to upgrade the video quality. And this can film in 4K, but it can't seem to retain things in 4K. It just corrupts the files. It did it to my band. I had all this great footage and then had nothing to post to YouTube except for one song that survived. And then now I did this whole big Temu haul. It was 2 orders worth of Temu. And I was able to see the files, and then like an hour later, I'll say, it just was all question marks and just all corrupted out. And I followed the data recovery steps online and nothing. So all that footage is lost. So, act surprised as I do this all over again. I'm really mad, so I'm using a different phone just on principle because I can't trust this. I'm not actually filming in 4K right now, but when I flip the camera around, because this is an older phone that I'm using to do this, then it will be in 4K. So here we go. A quick word before I get to the reveal of this stuff. I'll try to keep it moving as fast as I possibly can. Apparently audiences really like that snappy Temu blow through of all the stuff. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to superimpose the prices on the screen. I think it's my strategy, because I don't have the prices right in front of me, and it's 2 orders worth of stuff. It's not a big deal to just go through and make a bunch of clips of the prices. Just also understand that not everything that I ordered is currently available at Temu. Availability is very fluid there. Temu is not like a store that restocks things. It's an online marketplace in the style of Amazon or eBay, I suppose, in that people are coming there and selling things through Temu. But because it's all happening in China, basically, here in the USA, we really don't have visibility into this. All right, let's get started. Okay, here's kind of a sweep of some of the stuff I got. And then also got a bunch of Lego minifigures. And furthermore, they're busy right now, but I got a bunch of little construction guys. Jamie's building the Taj Mahal out of mini brick, and so I thought because of all her little construction projects going right now, it would be funny to get her some construction guys. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay, over to the haul. These shirts are both men's XL. On Temu, the sizing typically is called single X, so that's how you know. I'm here to attest, as somebody who stands 6'6", that the sizing is pretty good with Temu. This shirt runs a little big, but it also hasn't been through the wash yet, so maybe that might change some things. This was a little more snug, but I mean, it fit correctly. I mean, it's snug because I had just eaten big fat dinner when I tried it on, so maybe it'll fit differently this morning. All right, I got some Shure microphones. More on that story later. I got 30 meter, so it's like nearly 100 feet, XLR cables. I got 2 of those. Because my feeling is you just can't have enough long XLR cables, especially if they're practically giving them away on Temu. I got a couple of rings to try them out for later reasons. Focus that in. This is kind of like a copper looking tungsten looking without being tungsten. Like nobody can comprehend what this stuff is in the reviews I saw. And then there's abalone and we'll say silver. I don't know what else to call it. I've had an abalone ring before. This one's a bit meh as far as like I don't know what to call it, like the cut of it, I guess. Trying to focus again. Hello. Really hard to do this on my own, but here we are. There we go. It's like the super glue or something's like pilling on this. I don't know how else to put it, but it was like $2. I'm sure the superimposing price said. I got bigger on purpose to put it on my thumb because it feels like a thing and it fits. So sizing on the rings is accurate. Got some in-ear monitors again for $10 just to have as a spare. I schlep a lot of stuff back and forth every week to band practice, so I got an electronics organizer, perfect for all the little like memory cards and little cables and stuff like that, or even things like this can all go in here. And then there's these little Velcro thingies to make different dividing patterns. I got a crossbody bag. What I normally use, like if we go on a cruise, okay, I didn't mean this to be all rhymey, but if I'm on a cruise, most likely, I use a camera bag as my crossbody bag, and it's okay, except it's got a big old camera that I never use. But I always throw things like my wallet and my key card and my whatever else in there. So what I like about this is it's got a USB charging port conveniently. I've got a laptop backpack that does that, but it's on my back and it's not convenient to get to like when I'm walking around. With this slung in front of me, it's a lot easier to get at. And then because of the aforementioned memory issues, I bought yet another memory card, but I don't think it's the memory cards. I'm on my third one already that I've been doing with my phone to get it so that I can have more memory for 4K video. And every single time it's getting corrupted. So it's not the memory cards, it's the phone. So I'm working on getting a phone upgrade at this point. I was trying not to, but I guess, they've conspired to make it happen. All right, let's have a closer look at my Lego collection with the little minifigures. Jamie likes to get these building sets, and for some reason now I've got this minifigure addiction. I don't know why this is a thing, but it's a thing. But I got Jango Fett. Compared to other of these style things, and I just did a Mandalorian like official Lego set finally. I finally unboxed it and did it. He's a bit stiff. Like this is just kind of like, it gets the job done, but it's all these other figures are like more cohesive. I don't know how else to put it. Like you'll understand like when you put his helmet on, it just seems really ill-fitting. I don't know how else to put it. But it's just decoration, so whatever. I got yet another Mandalorian. Like I needed one. This is like my third or fourth. All my other ones are official Lego. This is my first unofficial Mandalorian. He comes with the Darksaber. I got Cara Dune, complete with arm tattoos. That blew my mind. I got Moff Gideon, also with the Darksaber, so you see we got the problem. And then we got Bo-Katan with no Darksaber yet. And then we got Baby Yoda in his little hopper. I got Cade Bane. He's it's not helping that it's morning and I'm doing this backlit, but here we are. I'm not sure if I've got his stuff on correctly. I don't know if it goes in his front, but it's like it really covered him up in a way where it's like, that doesn't seem right. And then finally for Jamie, I got Loki. This is something I wanted to get the official Lego one of, but it just was not cost effective to do that. I was like, well, someday I'll do it if I can do it. Along came cheap Loki on Temu, so here we are. Okay, last up is a Shure SM57 supposedly, and a Shure Beta 58A supposedly. Alright, so on Amazon, if you were to buy these new, the cheapest you could hope for on the SM57 is $89. Because thanks to good old price fixing, and don't tell me there isn't, because there is, for sure. Like, they have a floor of how low they'll go for how low something could be sold for new. I've never seen it for less than $89. And then for the Beta 58A, I don't have a lot of insight into it. Like, I don't have one normally, and I don't normally shop for it. But when I saw that Temu had it for their unbelievable low price, I was like, oh, how much does this thing normally cost? It was something like $165 on Amazon. It's like, okay. Well, I'm here to tell you these are, assuredly, these are fake Shure mics. They're very, very clever forgeries, but they are not authentic Shure. They really went bent over backwards to give it as most convincing a look as they could, up to and including they even did the embossed Shure logo on the bag. But here's an example. I happen to have an authentic Shure SM57, and you, sir, are no authentic SM57. I did try it out yesterday, and you can hear the actual difference, because the Shure is a cardioid microphone. This is a something else microphone. I want to say it's like moving condensers. It's some words like that. And when you sing into it or even talk into it, you hear it. Like, yeah, it's like it's making a weird sound where it's like, this is not what this microphone would normally do. But as a prop, it definitely can fool you. Like, if someone was swiped out of their hand and ran away, they'd think that they just swiped this authentic Shure mic off you, but they so didn't. So I was joking with the band last night that, well, if we ever get robbed, we're going to be like, oh no, because what somebody thought they were making off with something like $300 worth of equipment right here, it's like, nope, you didn't. Okay, one more thing about the microphone debacle. I normally use a carbon mic, so this is an authentic carbon. And last night I used the fake Shure. It's okay. Now, again, the real deal is something like $165 on Amazon. I assume it's like stellar quality, or it's just the price is jacked up because of the Shure name, and that's all it is. It's not better than this. And this, again, was like a $100 microphone. But this is in the style of just the regular SM58 Shure mic. In fact, they call it M68. But, you know, this is just, it's my go-to microphone. It gets the job done. This got the job done. It's a nice fake. So as a microphone for the band, it's great. It's just, don't fool yourself into thinking you're getting like the authentic, what this is supposed to be. I used it for practice last night and got through the session just fine. So in terms of getting ripped off, I mean, if I wanted authentic Shure stuff and I really wanted the thrill of, oh boy, I've got this $165 microphone for not that, then in that way, yes, I got ripped off. I bought it knowing, like, this has got to be fake. And so I'm like, all right, I mean, take my money just for the fun of it. But the reality on the ground was, no, it's fake. And as of this filming, it's no longer available on Temu. I think somebody complained and got rid of it. So there you have it. So Wish is more notorious for being the home of fake this, and this. Temu, by comparison, seems to be like the anti-Wish, where they try really hard to not invite all that stuff. Like, you can't buy things like Xbox or PlayStation through Temu. You can buy stuff for it, and that's different. But if you wanted to get a PlayStation for $10, then Temu is not the place to do that. Now, if somebody comes along and does that and posts a PlayStation 5 for $10, then okay, for the minute that lasts, but I can all but assure you it's going to be a fake. Or a box full of rocks or something. Wish is more the place for that. That's the place where you just never know for real, like, well, they said hard drive, but what am I really going to get? Or it said, 30 terabytes, but what's the storage really? Now, I did buy some stuff from Wish. That's a separate video unto itself. It's very slow to get here. Temu, this particular order, it's 2 orders in one. I ordered it way, way, way back in March. Normally, I would have gotten it like at least a week ago. But the Postal Service derped around with it and sent it all over the country in ways where it's like, I even read the label, like, what on here said do that? Because it said pretty clearly, send it to Florida. And they were like, that means Texas. No, it does not mean Texas. And then it just sat there, like, oh, God. Like, after all this, I'm so excited to get this shipment and desperate to find out about these fake microphones. And it just sits in Texas. So great. So it's finally here, finally did the grand reveal, and then all the files are corrupt on my phone. So that was great. Not all the files, just the files of what I shot yesterday. All right, well, anyway, that's the Temu unboxing. I'm wearing the shirt to show, hey, Temu clothing is legit. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. There will be more, trust me. The Temu pipeline is very full right now. Between the two of us. So you're going to be seeing some more Temu action showing up. One other quick thing, I'm surprised I haven't said it by now. None of this is sponsored. It should be fairly obvious, but if we're ever sponsored or we ever get any kind of traction from anyone like Temu or anyone else, we will certainly let you know. I don't believe in, waving product around and saying, isn't this great? And then meanwhile, they gave it to me or they paid me to say stuff about it. And not disclose. I'm not like that. And it goes against, at least, if not YouTube rules. I mean, isn't there like laws against that or whatever? I would rather not be that guy. I'd rather just, if they give me stuff or ask me to promote things, I will tell you that that's the case. All right, for real. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Like, subscribe. Bye.